Hi, this is Bruce, Blue Sky Video Productions, and today's show we're titling If You Want to Go Far, Go Together. Actually, you probably heard this quote before, which it starts off really, if you want to go, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. So this show will be about teamwork, building your community, building your business, and building your team. So let's get into the show. So as I mentioned, I love this topic. I love this quote. At first, I thought it was a quote from the Bible. Actually, it turns out to be more of a African prophecy or African saying. So once again, is if you want to go far, or if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together, because teamwork will take you further than just going it alone. And as you notice, the first year of the show, I had a lot of guests on. And these last two shows, I've been by myself. Although I've invited other guests to come on to the show if they have the time and they have the links. So again, if you're interested in joining this episode, you can DM me on Facebook, and I can send you the link as well. So again, the concept of creating your podcast, creating your content, and most importantly, having some sort of community to keep you on track. Because a lot of times it's easy to say, okay, I'm just not going to do this right now. And if you're only the one who is accountable, it's easy to just stop. But if you have an accountability partner, if you have a team who is there behind you to say, you have to do this, you promised you do this, we're holding you to your word. Because a lot of times you will say something to yourself and then just say, well, I'm the only one who knows about it, so I don't have to do it because no, I didn't tell anybody else. But the minute you tell somebody else, you have an accountability partner, and it's important. That's part of your team. And again, I was watching this one series. It's produced by Jeffrey Gitomer from Little Red Book of Selling fame, and he actually mentioned today on his live stream that if it weren't for his community, he probably would not have been doing the live stream for as long as he has. I think he did episode 500 or 501 today. And so he's been doing it daily for over a year. And again, this is the reason why you want to kind of create content, is to build your community, to build an audience, and not to mention, you probably want to build some revenue out of it as well. Because a lot of times, if you start doing this just for fun, you can easily get overwhelmed and get burnt out and just say, okay, well, there's no real profit in this. I'm just going to stop doing it because it's no longer fun. And again, that is probably a key concern is you want to keep doing it because it's entertaining to yourself, it's enjoyable. You're not doing it just for the dollars, because once you're just doing it for the dollars, you lose all that joy and you lose all that drive. So a combination of both drive as well as monetization really will help keep your business successful. Because what's the other saying? We lose money on every deal, but we make it up in volume. It doesn't make sense. So that if you're not monetizing your content, if you're not getting something out of the content, then why do it? And so what I've kind of done here is I've added this to our website, which is our resource page, which is bsvp.com/resource. And let me see over there. So it's actually this page here. So if you go to this page, we offer a lot of resources for you to get started. And a lot of times is all you need is someone to give you that little push to get started. Because if you're working on a one-to-one basis, if every single sale you do is one-to-one, then you're working 10 times harder than if every single piece you produce is one-to-many. So if you're doing a show like this, where if even 10 people see the show, that is 10 more than would have not seen it if you never did it. And if you deliver content, if you deliver value, and if you deliver a little bit of entertainment, they're going to keep coming back. So the key to doing live streams is to have a subject matter, to have a goal, and kind of to have a purpose. And a lot of times I've actually had a couple of shows that here where we've talked to guests who have talked about what is their purpose, what is their drive, what is their passion. And I can put a link in the show notes to those shows as well. And again, to kind of wrap up on this season, we're actually going to take a break in August. So this is going to be the last show for this season. And we'll start a new season coming up September. There are a lot of shows that you may have missed, especially if you're coming in on these last few shows. I've done over 50 shows for the past year and a quarter that have delivered a lot of good content, interviewed a lot of good guests, and there's a lot of good information out there. Everything from top best-selling authors to influencers to business coaches and just great salespeople. So if you haven't seen any of the previous shows, definitely check out the website, bsvp.com/live, or you can go directly to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/bsvp or youtube.com/bsvptv. And I'll put that link up real quick. Here you go. So on YouTube, on Facebook, they're all the same, pretty much across all platforms is BSVPTV. And again, if you're looking to create your own content, if you're looking to how to get started with live streaming and with podcasting, I definitely invite you to join my Facebook group. It is Go Live in 5 Days. And originally we started the group as a challenge, but now it's more of a great place to ask questions, to get answers about live streaming, about how to build your business, how to build your brand, how to create content if you don't know where to start. So it's really easy to find. Just go to YouTube. Just go to Facebook and type in Go Live in 5 Days. And again, there's a great community there that is offering guidance if you have questions and if you're looking to get started. And I was just talking with a business owner this morning about why he decided he doesn't want to go live or what doesn't want to create content. And his main reason is he's too busy. And I've heard that excuse a lot. You have 5 minutes, you have 10 minutes out of your day that you can create content that can go out to a mass audience. And ideally, you want to create your avatar. And what that is the avatar is your primary key client, your key person that you're talking to. Again, I'm talking to a number of people here who are watching this live and as well as on the replay. And so he said he was too busy, but he has 10 minutes to waste maybe scrolling through his Facebook feed or his Instagram feed. And that's great in entertainment. It's great, sometimes fun to watch what other people are doing. But what is the value for your company? What is the value for your brand in watching other people's content and not getting anything out of it? So Again, you want to create content that people will consume, will people enjoy, and will people will watch. And if you're having any questions on how to get started with that, I'm actually offering our services here on our producer page, which is this one, Livestream, bsvp.com/livestream producer, all one word. And on that page, it kind of gives you an outline of how to get started on what you want to do. And if you're having trouble creating your avatar, if you're having trouble creating your topic, if you're having trouble creating the type of content that you feel passionate about, that you think also will resonate with your audience, that's a good place to start. You can definitely set up an appointment with me. You can DM me again through my social networks, Instagram or Facebook. I'm at BSVPTV across all platforms. But again, the idea here is to get started. If you don't push the button, nothing's going to happen. If you're basically doing the same old, what's going to happen is same old, same old. Nothing's going to change. So the only thing that is constant is change. And if you're not changing, then you're going to be left behind. There's a number of famous quotes about that. If you're standing still on the tracks, eventually you're going to get run over. Is one of them. Is a number of others is things are changing around you, and if you don't change with them, you're going to be left behind. So, what are you doing to adapt with the new economy, with the new normal, as they've been saying? What are you doing to create your audience, create your brand, and create and build your team? And so, getting back to the topic of if you want to go far, go together, is find an accountability partner, find someone else who will kind of push you along to keep you, I guess, honest, as in a sense, or keep you honest to yourself, keep you true to yourself is more appropriate. But someone who will keep you accountable to what you say your goals are. Because if you don't share your goals, and if you don't write your goals down, they're easily forgotten. And you look back or remember them 6 months, a year from now, and say, yeah, I really meant to do that. I really meant to write that book. But until you start telling people I'm writing a book, until you actually start writing that book, it's just a dream. And until you actually take action, it's a dream and not a goal. So again, this has been our last episode for the season. I appreciate all those who have watched, all those who've commented. Again, best of all, feel free to join us on the Facebook group. We'll keep the conversation going. And if you have any other questions, DM me. If you like this content, if you like any of the content that we've produced over the past year and a half, or year and a quarter, definitely share that out. And again, we're growing our audience and growing our team. And so if you're interested in creating your own content, feel free to contact me. This has been Bruce Himmelblau with Blue Sky Video Productions. I appreciate you watching. Stay tuned for season 2 coming up soon. Have a great week.